Friends, today I am going to present the fourth video in Microsoft Excel course series. In this video, I am talking about editing data in Excel. In previous three videos, I have explained about what is Excel, what are the features of Excel, and what are the file extensions in Excel. In this video, let's move forward and understand how to edit data in Excel. Before starting the session, my request is if you are not subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button below and also click on bell icon to get notification on every video I release. So let's understand the today's content. In today's video, I'm going to talk first about data entry. How you can do the data entry in Excel. Let's understand. So I have opened an Excel sheet. In this Excel sheet, you can see the rows and columns. All the rows are marked from 1, 2, 3, 4 till the n number, and also the columns. Columns are marked with A, B, C, D up to the maximum. So this way, you have understood in the first video about the columns, rows, and the cell and the range. So if I am clicking on any cell, the cell address is appearing in the name box. You can see now I have clicked on B2, so it is appearing in name box as B2. If I want to add some data in this cell, I have to click on that cell and start typing. For example, I'm adding student information. So let me create a table with student ID as the column head, then student name. You can observe one thing. When you are typing, the student ID, it was visible. Now student name is fully visible, but student ID is covered. Let me zoom the cells. You can see student ID is little bit visible, but student name is fully visible because in the next cell there is nothing. Now when I type on next cell, date of birth, student name is not completely visible. Similarly, subject, when I type DOB or date of birth is fully visible. Because when there is nothing on the next cell, the cell content gets displayed fully. But when there is something on the next cell, it gets truncated. To display the entire thing, I should hold my cursor between the C and D cells. You can see on the screen. And then when it changes to the plus mark, drag it to the right side to make it more wider. See, now the student name is entirely visible. If you want to reduce, now student name, after that there is much space. So let me hold the cursor again and move it towards the left. This way you can increase or decrease the size of a column. Instead, if you are having the column with limited size, you can hold the cursor here and click on double times or double click on the junction of C and D columns. It automatically sets to the auto fit for the column. So now when you click on D and E junction, when it is plus, you please note the cursor type, it is plus icon. So double click, it reduces the column size to fit to the content. Now here in student ID, when I double click, it extends to fit to the content. This is the first information on data entry. You can reduce or increase the column size to accommodate the data. I can increase the row height and accommodate more data by holding the row junction and dragging it towards bottom or towards top. You can observe the cursor type. You have to hold in between exactly and drag it downwards to increase the size and drag it upwards to decrease the size. So this way you can increase the row size. Now I am typing something 1001 as the student ID, student name Prasad Karkala, and date of birth, subject commerce. See now, if I drag this one to the left and make it small, you can observe there is hashes instead of the data. Whenever there is data and it cannot sit within the cell size, it shows it as the hashes. So when you double click and increase the cell size or column size, now it is clearly visible. Similarly, when it is happened to the date of birth, but it has not happened to the student name. In student name, Shivaprasad Karkala is written, but you can see only Shivaprasad KR. It has not shown hashes, but in date of birth, it has shown hashes because there it is date type of data, here it is name type of data. If you want to show, either you can double click on the column junction between C and D, or you can increase the height of the rows to move the Karkala to the next line. This is called wrapping the text. So when you are in the cell, go to the home menu and click on wrap text. Now it is increased, but you can see only Karkala because the last text is visible. Now go to row junction between 3 and 4 and double click. Now you can see it has accommodated to auto fit the rows height. Now you can see fully Shivaprasad Karkala. This way you can accommodate the data to adjust the height and the width. In this table, I have first one as student ID which is having a number. Second one is student name which is having a text. Third one is date of birth which is having a date, and fourth one is again the text. See here the difference is, if I increase the size, the number and date are right aligned and name is left aligned. This alignment you can adjust according to your requirement. For example, if I need student ID instead of right to left, I can go to the home menu and select on align left icon. These align left, align right and align center are available in the alignment group within the home tab. So when I click on align left, you can see 1001 has moved to the left side. But by default, the numbers are normally aligned to the right. Same way date of birth, now it is on the right align. I can move it to the center if I need or left if I need. So this way you can align all the data according to your requirement. Left align, middle align or right align. You can select all the cells, the total cells whatever you have. This selection is click on the first cell, do not leave the mouse button and drag it till the last. You are clicking the first cell and holding the mouse and dragging till the right and leaving the mouse. Now all these are selected. I can click on center align and all the text is center aligned now. This way data entry is where you can handle the data and make the alignments and look and feel of the data. Now the next step is, if I need to copy the data, I can select total data, go to click on Control C. When I click on Control C, you can see the selected data has border with broken lines as the border line. Now I have copied it. I can click on the next cell or anywhere else, and I can click on Control V to paste the data. See, the data is copied as it is or exactly from the third row to the fourth row. This is copy and paste. So for copying, you have to type, select Control plus C, hold down the Control key and click on C. If you want to paste the data already copied, you can select the cell and hold down the Control key and click on, when you are holding the Control key, click on V button. This way you can paste the data. Now let's move to the next line. You have copied and pasted the data. Now you feel it is the mistake. You want to remove the data, whatever you have typed or pasted earlier. For that, you can use undo and redo. So let's understand what is this undo and redo does. See, now you have copied and pasted the data, the last action you have done. And on the top, you can see here on the left top, there is one arrow, left bend arrow is visible. This is undo button. Undo button means you can click on undo button and cancel the last action what you have done. See here, the last action I have done is pasting the data. So if I click on that undo button, it cancels the pasted data. So cancelling is by clicking on this button, or even you can cancel the data by clicking on Control and Z button. So hold the Control button and click on Z button, then your action is undone, means it is cancelled. Now you think that okay, you have done the undo by mistake and you need the data back. You can either go and copy and paste it, or you can directly click on the next button, redo. Redo is the right angled arrow. So if you go to the left top and click on redo paste button, because the last action is paste cancelled, it is showing redo paste. Otherwise this button is only redo. So it is adding your last action with redo. So I'm clicking on this. So the paste action is redone. Whatever you have undone, it is redone again. So instead, if you want to do it by shortcut key, you can use Control and Y. Hold the Control key and click on Y button. It is redone. Now let's go to the next section, that is find and replace. Now you are in the Excel, and in Excel you want to find and replace something with some text. For example, here I'm having a table. In this table I'm having 4 columns. Let me find commerce and replace with management. So what I can do is I can select the entire range to replace, then click on Control F for finding. If you want to just find, click on Control F, then type commerce, then find next. It highlights where all commerce is there. Again click. So if you want to just find, click Control and F button, and in the find what, type whatever text you want to find and click on find next. It searches the text for you. Now you want to find and replace. For example, I want to find commerce and replace with management. Instead of Control F, I am pressing Control H. Here I can type find what as commerce and replace with management. Now it asks what should do. Should I replace all in one shot or replace one by one? So I'm going to replace one by one with slow steps. So I'm clicking on find next and clicking on replace. Now again it is found the next text. Click on replace. Now you can see all commerce is replaced with management. I am undoing the thing. Instead of clicking one by one, you can do it directly. Click on Control H, then find what commerce, replace with management and click on replace all. You can observe here in E column, the subjects are commerce, both subjects are commerce. Click on replace all. It is changed to management and it says all done, we made two replacements. This way you can find and replace any data. For example, if I need to replace Karkala with K, it need not be full. You can even search and replace the part of the data or part of the text. I am finding Karkala in my name and replace with K. So I am clicking on replace all. You can observe here the changes. Now all the text is changed to Shivprasad K instead of Shivprasad Karkala. So I request you to please visit my future videos also. If you think this video is interesting, click on the like button below. And also if you think it is interesting, share with your friends and family. It will be helpful for all to understand the Excel. Also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe button below and also click on the bell icon to get notification of all my videos from the YouTube as and when it is uploaded. Thanks for watching. This is the Microsoft Excel course video number 4, the data entry in Excel. Thank you. If you are interested, please watch other videos listed here and also click on the button here to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.